15 things I wish I knew before I visited Thailand. Thailand, the land of the smiles, is one of the most beautiful, flavorful and surprisingly complex places I've ever traveled to. But as magical as it was, there were a lot of things I wish I knew before I went. So if you're planning your first trip to Thailand, or even your second, this video is going to save you time, money and possibly a bit of embarrassment. Let's get into it. The heat is no joke. First up, the heat. I knew Thailand was hot, but I didn't realise just how hot and humid it would be, especially in cities like Bangkok and Chiang Mai. It hits you the second you step out of that airport. Pack lightweight, breathable clothes, think linen, dry fit or loose cotton and stay hydrated. Coconut water is everywhere and it's a lifesaver. Thailand is cheap, but it does add up. Yes, Thailand is budget friendly. Street food can cost as little as £1, probably less. And hostels or basic guest houses are super affordable. But if you're not careful, little things add up. Entrance fees, boat rides, tuk-tuk rides, SIM cards, tips, and 7-Eleven snacks. So keep track of your spending and set a daily budget, especially if you're staying for a few weeks. Renting a scooter. Know the risks. Scooters are the easiest way to get around in places like Pai, Phuket and the islands, but be very careful. If you don't have a valid international driver's license for motorcycles, technically you're driving illegally. Plus, Thai roads can be unpredictable and accidents involving tourists happen every day. If you do rent, wear a helmet and take it slow. Taxis and tuk-tuks can be tourist traps. In Bangkok especially, you might get approached by friendly tuk-tuk drivers offering cheap tours or claiming a temple is closed, then taking you to an overpriced gem store or tailor's. Always ask taxi drivers to turn on the meter, or better yet, use taxi apps like Grab, Bolt and InDrive. It's like the Southeast Asia's version of Uber and it saves a ton of stress and you can pay with card and know exactly how much you are paying. Street food is safe and unmissable. Some travellers avoid street food out of fear. Don't. It's cheap, authentic and often cleaner than you expect. Look for stores with long lines and high turnover. If the locals are eating there, it's probably safe. My favourite, mango sticky rice at Tuk-tuk Market, absolutely life-changing. Also, if you plan on going to Chiang Mai, I highly recommend trying khao soi. It's very well known in the area and it is delicious and so affordable. Toilet paper isn't always a thing. Public bathrooms in Thailand usually don't have toilet paper. Instead, they use a bidet sprayer, aka bum gun. It's a bit awkward at first, but honestly, it's more hygienic once you get used to it. If you are unsure about this, I would carry a small packet of tissues just in case, but be sure to pop it in the bin next to the toilet and not down the toilet. SIM cards in Thailand. I would avoid getting a physical SIM card from the airport. These are just more money. However, I guess they are convenient. I would recommend waiting until you get to your hotel and going to a mall. The network that I would recommend is AIS. This had fantastic coverage and one of the best deals for a physical SIM card. I get that eSIMs are convenient. However, when I personally looked, it was a lot more money and I'm all about saving money over here. If you would like more information about SIM cards, I have written a blog post, check that out in the description. You can book almost everything last minute. Don't overbook before arriving. Tours, boat tickets, cooking classes, they're all easy to arrange once you're here. In fact, they're often cheaper in person because you can haggle. Keep your itinerary flexible, especially if you fall in love with a town and want to stay longer, which you probably will. The only exception to this is if you want to get the train number 9 from Bangkok to Chiang Mai, as this sells out at least a month in advance. Usually it's just a very popular train as it's very new. Again, I have another video on that, so I'll put that up here, and I also have a blog post if you would like more information on that. Pack light and leave room. You don't need much in Thailand. Flip-flops, swimwear, light clothes. Laundry services are cheap and fast and usually outside, which I find really bizarre. You will want room in your bag for things you pick up along the way. Thai pants, tourist staple, elephant print shirts, homemade soaps or spices, and some souvenirs. They also do really nice jewelry, ornaments. Honestly, everything that you want or need is in Thailand and for super cheap. To go shopping, I'd recommend going to a mall and also markets. The night markets are wonderful, A, to get dinner, and B, just to have a wander around and find some souvenirs. And I always like to support the locals. Respect the culture deeply. Thai people are incredibly kind, but also conservative in many ways. Don't touch anyone's head. Avoid pointing your feet and always show respect at temples. That means taking off your shoes and dressing modestly. Also, never disrespect the Thai king. It's a serious offense, even in casual conversation. So in temples, I would recommend wearing something, well, actually what I'm wearing right now. So I'm just wearing a cotton long shirt. You do have to cover your shoulders and your knees. This is probably why a lot of tourists have elephant pants, because usually someone is selling them around temples because people forget and wear shorts when they won't allow you in. So that's probably why everyone wears elephant pants. Hostels in Thailand are next level. If you're a solo traveller, Thailand is paradise. Hostels here are cheap, clean and social. Some have rooftop pools or nightly events. It's super easy to meet people. I showed up solo and left with a whole crew of new friends. What I also love about hostels is that they organise events and places to see and go, so they offer tours for you. So it's really good if you're solo travelling because you're always with people. Avoid unethical animal tourism. Please don't ride elephants. Many are mistreated and broken for the sake of tourism. If you want to see them up close, look for ethical sanctuaries like Elephant Nature Park in Chiang Mai. And skip the tiger selfie spots, they're not what they seem. The islands are all different, choose wisely. Not all Thai islands are the same. Phi Phi Island is party central, Koh Lanta is laid back and quiet, Koh Tao is known for its diving. Do a little research and choose based on your vibe. Island hopping is easy though, you can always sample a few. Get travel insurance. You might think you don't need it until you do. Between scooters, food mishaps and tropical bugs, things can go wrong fast. A £40 insurance plan could save you thousands. I learnt this the hard way after a motorbike spill in Chiang Mai. Don't skip it. Spontaneity is the real magic. The most memorable parts of my Thailand trip weren't planned. A random boat ride I was invited on, a hidden cafe in the jungle, a night market I stumbled into. Leave space in your schedule. Don't try and see everything, just be open. Thailand has a way of surprising you. Cash is still king. Most small shops, street food vendors and even some hotels don't take cards. Always carry some Thai baht on you. ATMs are everywhere, but watch out for foreign transaction fees. Everywhere you go in Thailand, the transaction will cost you 220 Thai baht. This is regardless of how much you are taking out. So for example, if you want to take out £1 or you want to take out like £20 worth of Thai baht, it will charge you 220 Thai baht. So I would always recommend taking out some money at home before you leave to Thailand and then take the rest out when you are there, but take out obviously the maximum that you want to avoid paying this fee over and over again. Also make sure that you have a no foreign exchange fee on your card because that can also add up if you don't have that. You may see in Thailand that most Thai locals have a QR code. We unfortunately cannot get it, although I've seen some floating around, but I haven't actually tried it myself. So essentially their bank is attached to their code. So say a shop in the night market in Chiang Mai, they'll have a code on the side. So when you purchase something, you scan the code, you put in the price, and then it will go through and then you show the vendor that you've paid. So it's really good to not have any cash, but from a tourist perspective, I would recommend definitely having cash on you. Thailand blew me away in more ways than I expected, but I wish I'd known these things before I came. I hope this helps you have a smoother, deeper and more memorable adventure. If you enjoy this, hit that like button, subscribe for more travel tips, and drop a comment below with your Thailand questions or your own tips for first timers. Sawadee ka and safe travels!